Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to look at this portulacaria afra or dwarf jade. I've had this one kind of styled for several years. It's been in a couple different pots. It's kind of taken on a couple different looks, I guess you could say. It was almost kind of a twin trunk when I started it, to where it came up and then these two branches were equal, just kind of V'd off or T'd off there. And then both sides were kind of the same, and I just didn't care for the look, so I trunk chopped this one, and I was going to grow it just as a single trunk that kind of curved over and kind of develop it out, but this branch here sprouted back out, and it did 2 or 3 times, and I finally just let it go. And it started out about the thickness of this chopstick, and then it just kept getting a little thicker and thicker. And fast forward 2 or 3 years, it's almost turning back into what it was before. But anyway, I'm trying to still keep this branch over here a little bit smaller diameter, just so it looks more like a first branch, I guess. And then the trunk continues on up. But we'll see where it goes. It may thicken up and end up being a kind of a twin trunk thing. But today we're just gonna give it a maintenance prune. It's kind of styled, branches are kind of where I want it. So we're just gonna kind of restyle it, I guess, give it a maintenance prune. And when I do maintenance prunes on trees that are somewhat developed, I just take some of these long shoots. I think some of these might be out of the camera frame, but some of these are 6, 8, 10 inches long. But I'll just take those back to the top of the canopy and then go back through it. Once I do this is a kind of a quicker part, and then I'll spend a little bit more time and inspect the tree and then see if I need to take any of these shoots back a little shorter. But this video today is going to be pretty short, because once get these trees kind of pruned the way I want them, they really don't take that much time to do maintenance on, which is kind of nice if you can get a few trees to this stage and then continue working on some of the smaller trees or less developed trees in your collection. That's what I like anyway. I got some in all different stages of development, which keeps it interesting. Now I'm just kind of, since that part's pretty much done, I'll just kind of spinning it around here and taking a look, see if there's anything else. I do see that this top is just getting pretty thick, so I think I might take that back to down there a little more aggressive and let it branch back out just to help the taper up there. And then when I set it back out on my bench, I'll spin it around. As you can see, it doesn't take long. This has been facing towards the sun more, so it's a lot fuller on this side. So when I take it back outside, I'll flip it around to where this part will be towards the sun. It'll help fill that in. So I would like to get this pad here a little bit thicker, because you can see it from the front. You can see through here, which I really like. It gives depth, but it'd be nicer to have a little bit more green showing through there, which you'll get there. Probably by the end of the summer, it'll be looking pretty good. I'm just trying to keep this shape. I keep going back and forth if I want to kind of keep it one big canopy on top with no break there, because originally this branch over here was a little more horizontal, but it just kind of sprung back up and it got thick, so where it's be very difficult to bend back down. I thought about keeping this short as a separate pad over here, but I think it's almost too tall, because if I let the bottom of this come out and develop into a pad, it's going to run right into that anyway without bringing that down. So I think I'm just going to try to, for now, keep it just one canopy across there, if that makes sense, and not have a break. This little branch here, and this is where I go back and kind of look at some of the detail pruning. This little branch here is pointing straight down, so you can go ahead and get rid of that. It's really not helping the design of the tree any. I'm just taking a look at the back here, see if I see anything. Just take some of these internodes that are, or I guess branches that got long without any side branching on it. I'll just take that back, so then it'll branch out and help fill that in. It's just interesting to see how trees continue to morph and develop over the years. I'll see if I can find a picture of this one earlier on, and I'll put it up here in the corner. Can't always find them. I need to work on my photo and video organization. It's hard to find the ones. I've done so many videos over the year and a half, 2 years. My channel's been active, and I need to maybe start cataloging my trees or have names for them or something. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, if you're a content creator and happen to be watching this, where you do a lot of content and you revisit some of the same topics or subjects like trees, you know, over the years I've probably pruned this guy 3 or 4 or 5 times on video, and it would just be easy, you know, nicer if I had an easier way to go back and refer to them, but still working on that. I think we're just about to where I want it today. Yeah, side to side, you know, front to back here, it looks pretty good. I'd like to bring this down over here, bring the bottom of that. It'll continue to fill out. Yeah, I think that's probably going to just about do it here. Just a quick prune today, and we will get this guy back out on the bench so it can continue to grow. All right, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.